Greetings to the Lunar Matrix. This is Elizabeth Shermer with an intuitive reading for the Lunar Matrix on Friday, May 17th. Today's reading is in alignment with the first quarter moon, which happens tonight at 9:34 p.m. and anticipates the period of time between this first quarter moon and next week's full moon lunar eclipse, which happens on Friday, May 24th at 9:25 p.m. We are in the midst of a really powerful cycle of time. This current powerful activation that we're in the middle of was initiated with last month's full moon. And full moons always, the last month's full moon lunar eclipse. And lunar eclipses always open a portal or doorway of new possibility. They bring a new gift to us and to the earth, and the quality of that gift is expressed by the astrological patterns that exist at the moment of the eclipse. And so the gift we have been receiving over this last month is the gift of courage, a gift of new levels of courage and will and confidence and power that allow us to break through limitations that have held us back, perhaps our entire life or for lifetimes. So you can look back to the synchronicities and circumstances in your life over the last 3 weeks and reflect on those qualities of limitation in yourself that have been activated and the ways in which you have faced circumstances and faced challenges and the kinds of inspiration and fortitude and strength that you have right now. And realize that this opportunity exists still for the coming week. So all of these circumstances are for the purpose of bringing us into a new kind of alignment with our highest life purpose, a new experience of realizing that life purpose coming into form. So the other kinds of synchronicities and circumstances that you can be aware of are those which indicate that you are on the right path, and the signs of encouragement and the signs of inspiration and validation. And it's really important to claim those as well. So knowing the importance of this coming week, and also the astrology chart for the week, which has a theme of coming to a new kind of balance between the polar opposites of self-care and responsibility or care for the group. And there's an opportunity in this coming week to work with that balance and find a healthy place of dynamic tension between those two poles of taking care of ourselves and fulfilling our responsibilities to the larger group. So realizing also that some of the integration of this month's eclipse will happen through those circumstances, I asked for a reading that would help us come into alignment with the highest potentials for the coming week. The card in the middle is the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is a watery card, and she represents the mastery of the inner element of water and the inner emotions, mastery of the emotional realm. And what this card signifies in the position of awareness for us this week is the opportunity for us to access and realize a new level of our own personal mastery of our relationship with self and with others through the quality of authentic emotions, of connecting authentically. We're being called this week to go within, to connect with to connect with the trust that we'll be able to discern the highest and best for ourselves and for others. Because ultimately, when we make the choice that serves our highest self, of course, it also is serving those around us. So we'll have an opportunity for a new expansion and experience of our own mastery of this quality of emotional maturity this week. All the way to the right in the position of spirit, the card is the Two of Wands, called Dominion. And this refers to an energetic or spiritual dominion over or a kind of dynamic balance. So I love that we got a 2 for the week because we're working with principles of balance and polarity. And the Two of Wands represents an ability to integrate energetically our relationship with our circumstances and with ourself and with all of life. And so there's spiritual support this week for us to come to a new level of energetic, spiritual, and creative alignment and balance. A simple word for this card would be self-confidence, finding the confidence to navigate circumstances from a place of empowerment. If you can see the fire in the card, the quality of fire, and this sense of a kind of mastery of circumstances that comes from balance. So that's the gift of spirit this week, is the gift of self-confidence, to be able to manage and navigate and receive this new strength of power and confidence and courage that's available. And all the way to the left, in the position of the physical world or the body, is the Princess of Swords. The Princess of Swords represents a new initiation of clarity of the mind, and the sword in this case is cutting through cobwebs or density or limitations that keep us from fully realizing our potential. And so with the gifts of the coming week of emotional mastery and wisdom and maturity and the gift of self-confidence, we have the ability to initiate new patterns in our relationship to our circumstances. And that's both our own physical health and well-being, the circumstances of our lives, our relationships with others, everything that appears in the physical realm. We will be bringing deep emotional wisdom and perspective and self-confidence to cut through limitations and experience a new level of awareness and new abilities to make decisions for the highest good for ourselves and others. And then the fourth card, which just provides extra insight to the circumstances of the coming week, is the Four of Cups, called Luxury. This is Four of Cups represents a kind of emotional stability. And what's interesting about this card to me in the context of this reading is that fours represent a kind of power and grounding, a grounding quality, but they can also lead to, this kind of grounding is so stable that it can lead to stagnation. So the Four of Cups is, when I read it intuitively, there was actually a little bit of humor in the message, because it was saying, recognize your stability this week by feeling emotional calm and emotional stability. And then what that means is, for some of us, sometimes this choice of caring for, of finding the proper emotional balance may even feel a little bit boring. This card, the stagnation element of the Four of Cups can lead to a quality of boredom. And in this case, that quality of boredom represents lack of drama. So what I saw when I was working with this reading intuitively for a few minutes before I did the video, recorded the video, is the fact that often when we make choices from this place of emotional mastery and maturity and wisdom, there is such an absence of boredom or drama that it can feel a little bit disorienting. So realize that for some of us, this quality will feel very natural and stable, and for some, that quality of stability might lead you to look for something, might feel a little bit disorienting, but in this case, that can be a good thing. I hope that makes sense. So ultimately, this is a powerful week because we're integrating the previous month of this powerful activation, the ability to make a quantum leap forward in your life and access a new level of realization and experience of your own life purpose and your life path. New qualities of happiness and joy that accompany that are really lovely. And we are eager for the coming full moon, because we have the gift of a second eclipse, a second lunar eclipse. And this is not unheard of, but a little bit unusual to have two lunar eclipses in a row. So we'll be experiencing another portal activation next Friday, next week. And so there'll be opportunity to take another leap forward with the integrations and the growth of this current month cycle that we're in. So knowing the special nature of this time, I wish all of you blessings in the coming week. Pay attention to synchronicities and honor the wisdom within that helps you make choices that serve yourself and serve others for the highest good of all. And with that, I close with wishes for blessings for all. This is Elizabeth Shermer with the Lunar Matrix.